This for my baby. Gxlden.Chvld.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, the Golden Child, and we're back with another video. Seeing the title of this video, you guys know what I'm going to talk about, but happy National Siblings Day. I was looking for the right time to make this video because I'm like, there's no way to talk about this. I know a lot of people can't relate to this. It's very shocking, but yeah, being that it's National Siblings Day, I was like, yeah, it's a good day to drop this bomb. Most of you who actually know me, you are familiar with the fact that I have two siblings, two younger brothers. But in either October or November of 2018, I had found out that I have four more siblings. I have two older brothers, an older sister, and a younger sister as well. So, yeah, I know what you're thinking. That's crazy. How did I find out? Like, how did all this happen? Like, there's gonna have to be like a separate video that like explains what happened leading up to the point where I found out about my siblings, because it's not like my mom just wanted to tell me because she's like, oh, it's time that you should know about this. There was a lot leading up to it. And something else, like someone might think that it's like, oh, my two parents that I grew up with, they had secret children. It's not that they were secret children. It was that I grew up entirely with a father that wasn't my father. So in meeting my actual father, I gained four siblings. So to clear some confusion, yeah, I grew up with a father that wasn't my father. He's my stepfather, and my stepfather is the father of my two younger brothers that I have grown up with, and my actual father is the father of the other four siblings. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. In regards to my siblings and I, from oldest to youngest, there is Jeff. Jeff is about 26 or 27, I believe. I haven't ever met Jeff. Jeff lives in Canada, and he's the only sibling I haven't met in person. He is my biological father's oldest son, and I've never met him myself, but two of my other siblings have. He has stayed with them when they were all very young. But yeah, as of right now, he lives in Canada. Never met him. He didn't really seem too interested in trying to like build a relationship or anything. And that's perfectly cool because I'm 18. He's like 26, 27. We're all grown. So it's like, I'm not too upset about it, but he knows of my existence. And at this point, homie just like, yo, this dude has too many kids. Like, it just been like back and forth. Just like I said, I have four other siblings by my biological dad. So that's five kids altogether. And Jeff already knew two of them. And then I come out the cut, and then my younger sister comes out the cut. And Jeff is probably like, yo, this dude has too many kids. And then like, you can't keep track, and then it's just weird. But yeah, and there is my older sister. Her name is Katiana. And funny thing about me and Katiana, and me finding out that she's my sister. Okay, so I started going to, okay, so I had already met her before I knew she was my sister because we went to the same school. Like, I started freshman year in college, and I'm still a freshman, and she is a senior right now, and she is the president of the Haitian club. And of course, me being Haitian too, I like to involve myself in all that. I went to the Haitian club, and I was a pretty consistent member. And then just like out the cut, 2 or 3 months into the school year, I find out she's my sister. And I didn't really know her that well. We weren't really like friends or anything, but it was just like mind-blowing because it's like, I know this girl. And it made me even more upset because they live like a town over from me. Also, Katiana's brother, well, my brother also, Marvin is the third oldest. Marvin is 19, and him and Katiana have both the same mother and father, so they're 100% siblings rather than the rest of us being their half siblings. Marvin and Katiana live like a town away from me, so it just like agitated the situation. Not like me being upset at them, but me being upset at my biological father, at my stepfather, at my mom, because I grew up very lonely. It would have been really good for me to have older siblings because in regards to my younger siblings, they're age 12 and 6, so it's like there's a big gap there. It would have been beneficial for me to have those older siblings, especially because me and Katiana going to the same school. It's like my whole college process was very like, it was a very bumpy ride. And again, having older siblings, they could have made the college process much easier. Like, maybe tell me about their schools, just helping me along with the whole thing. Because in regards to college, I was doing a lot of it on my own. My mom didn't know much about it. It was just like a lot of trial and error for me. And starting school, like I switched colleges right before school started, like legit the week before. And in hindsight, I just get really upset about it because it's like a lot of things could have been prevented if people were just honest. Like the most Haitian thing ever is growing up and being completely grown and then finding out you have all these siblings. Like you live your whole life a certain way and that shit just gets turned upside down. Excuse my language. But yeah, it's crazy. But gotta try to keep on task with this. So Jeff, and then Katiana. Katiana is 23, Marvin is 19, and then there's me, I'm 18, and then my younger sister, Regina, she is 17. And yeah, that completes all of my biological father's kids. And then there's me and my mother's kids, me, Marlene. And then there is Ian, who is 12, and Sebastian, who is 6. So yeah, my mom has 2 kids. My dad has 5 kids, including me. Well, no, my mom has 3 kids, including me, and my dad has 5 kids, including me. In regards to my relationships with my other siblings, I only address Jeff, Katiana. Being that we go to the same school and that like I see her at the Haitian club a lot, we've developed a closer relationship, like a closer relationship than I have with any of my other siblings from my dad, because I see her way more often. Like I see her around campus, I see her in the club, and she's just like, he's been the one who's more tried to make an effort to build a relationship with me. Like this is honestly hard for all of us. We're all grown, 17, 18, 19, 23, 27. Like it's hard to try to be siblings now. I mean, of course, Marvin and Katiana have always been siblings. They've always had each other. It's the rest of us that weren't always around for the others. And it's just very unfortunate because a part of being siblings is growing up together and then having each other your whole lives. So it's like this whole sibling thing is kind of forced upon us. So it's like, it's very clunky, but we've all been trying to make it work. But to a certain extent, like, I mean it in like the most nice way. To an extent, like, besides Marvin and Katiana, obviously, we'll never all be siblings. The most we can be is like friends because we're all grown. Of course there's growth in like adulthood, but like the real bonds you build with your siblings are from those really like young years and everything. And yeah, it's very unfortunate. In regards to Marvin, Marvin is a very like keep to himself person. Like he's cool. He like checks up on me every now and then, and I do appreciate it. But yeah, it's just, again, we all do our own things. You can't really force this whole sibling thing, but we all try to keep in touch with each other, communicate. But yeah, and then in regards to my younger sister, Regina, we're not really on the best of terms right now because she had done something a little petty to me. But I have love for her, of course, but I'm not the one who needs to apologize. But that's another story. But she's cool. We're just not on good terms right now, but that's my sister, so yeah. And then in regards to my mother's children, Ian, he is 12 years old again. I don't have much of a relationship. Like, I suppose I harbor resentment for him, but it's not really his fault. That's like another video entirely. But he is a good little boy. I can't even call him little anymore. He's growing up and all that. We just don't have the best relationship because he was my first sibling, and then anyone who's the oldest, like getting that first sibling, you kind of don't like them for a little bit because it was just you, and now you have to do all this sacrifice and all this and da-da-da. The void is closing slowly but surely. Like it's becoming less of a void, and we're getting on better terms, I think. But yeah, Sebastian, who is 6, I really wonder if I'm butchering any of my siblings' ages. I could be off by like a year, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct on all my siblings' ages. But even if I'm not, you guys aren't gonna know. So yeah, Sebastian, who is 6, he is like my little mini me. I see myself in him a lot, and he's also my godchild, so yay. But yeah, Sebastian is a very hyper child. Like each of us, each of my mom's kids, we are very different. Like me, I was a very like calm and quiet child. I was kind of like a big crybaby, kind of still am. But anyways, Ian is very quiet and reserved. Like he doesn't like to go out at all. Like family outings, if he could stay home all the time, he would. He just likes to be on his technology, and yeah, that's him. But Sebastian is super hype, bouncing off the walls, just crazy stuff. He's a little ball of energy. But yeah, I love him. Those are all of my siblings, and the impact of all of this is just, it's really crazy because I really value family and everything, and it would have been nice to have this big family, have all of these siblings, because I've always wanted sisters. And you know, anyone who has sisters, of course, like you don't always like it, but being the only girl, it wasn't ever fun. Like me, I've tried to build a relationship with Sebastian. I've tried to be like close to him, but it's like he's way closer to Ian, and I get that because they are closer in age. They're both boys. It just kind of is what it is. And having sisters, I wish I could have like had those bonds, had those benefits of having a sister, and the benefits of having older brothers. Like, you know, besides trying to holler at their cute friends, yeah, it would have been nice to have that, someone to like talk to me about boys, both sisters and brothers. Like talk to me about boys, talk to me about college, talk to me about life, like drop knowledge on me, and maybe I could like drop some knowledge on them too. But I just missed out on a lot. And yeah, to be honest, I guess I blame my mother and my biological father for letting things happen the way that they did. But yeah, there's a deeper story about how I found out about all of this. Like no one was really trying to tell me anything. My mom just found out that I knew that my dad wasn't my actual dad, and then she's like, "Oh, I guess I gotta like tell her now." And then all of this just came really fast. Like this happened October/November of last year. Like we're also trying to like process all of this, and it's really crazy. But yeah, it's really crazy. It's a lot to process, probably for y'all too, because again, for you guys who know me, you're probably like, I thought you had two siblings. So who are all these other people? What's going on? Did you lie? Did you hide them? No, I didn't lie. I didn't hide any of my siblings. You guys are kind of finding this out right after I found out. So yeah, but I don't regret anything. Wait, actually, no, I'm lying. I regret not having known my siblings, but I don't regret meeting them. I don't regret knowing them now because I see resemblance in them, like some more than others. Like my younger sister, I don't think we look alike that much. It's mostly Katiana I see resemblance in. Like I'm gonna show you guys like pictures of all my siblings. Well, I have pictures of Sebastian. I don't take many pictures of Ian. Because like I said, we're not like that close or anything. But I'll see what I can find in regards to pictures of my siblings. I know I have pictures of all of my dad's kids because it was like, okay, I'm going to get a picture of all of y'all so I can see if we look alike, like comparing and everything. But yeah, I see resemblance in my older sister, Katiana. Like we both have small lips. We both smile the same. And it's just cool seeing stuff like that because it's like, wow, we are siblings. We kind of look alike. But I love my siblings. And yeah, we're all feeling this out, and it's just good to know. Better late than never, I guess. I try to be an optimistic person about it. But yeah, guys, I met, how many of my siblings are there again? Okay, so I be losing count, guys. So 4 from my dad, and then there's me, and then there's Sebastian and Ian. So, but I don't count myself. So 6 siblings. I met 4 of my 6 siblings in 2018. Well, I still haven't met Jeff, but you guys get the idea. So thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe so you can become one of my golden stars, and peace out.